Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Clay, or Hartung, and I am your coach for the Perth Pillow Swines for Season 2 of Pokemon Showdown Hoedown. Being the newcomer to the group, I knew that to prove myself to everyone that I had to start strong in this draft. Hopefully I've done that. If you feel like I've done that, leave a comment down below, and let's get right into the video. So being pick 8 in the draft, I knew I had to get something that would lead my team from the front, both with experience and power. That mon is Excadrill. Excadrill is a fantastic hazard setter with Stealth Rocks, and a fantastic hazard remover with Rapid Spin. He's got a very hard hitting 135 physical attack stat, which is going to blow through most teams, even with a physical wall. He's got a very underrated 110 HP stat, which is excellent considering you can stick things like Assault Vests, Life Orbs, Choice Bands, Soft Sand if you want to be brave. Like, his possibilities are endless. He's a fantastic fairy counter, both with Iron Head and Poison Jab, and he's a physical wall breaker with Stab Earthquake, Life Orb Rock Slide, and Stab Iron Head. Next up, I decided I needed to get myself a bulky water type, and what Pokemon fulfills that better than Suicune. Suicune, along with its 100 HP stat, has a fantastic 115 in both defense and special defense. It's got a pretty mediocre 90 special attack stat, which means I can run a more offensive Suicune with things like Ice Beam, Scald, and Air Slash. It's got fantastic speed control in the form of Tailwind, as well as great recovery with Rest, Chesto Berry, and Sleep Talk. Next up, I decided I needed a hard-hitting fire type, and I was looking down the list deciding whether I'd like a physical attacker or a special attacker, and I thought, well, why not get both? So I chose Darmanitan. Darmanitan in its standard form has a whopping 140 attack, surpassing Excadrill. The only reason I don't think it's as good as Excadrill is its lackluster defense. In its Zen mode, it gains the Psychic typing, which is a perfect switch in for fighting types that try to take out Excadrill. And it also gains 105 in both defenses, although it does lose some speed. Stick a Choice Scarf on standard mode, it's almost impossible to beat. 95 base speed is powerful, and sticking something like an Assault Vest or Leftovers on its Zen mode is almost impossible to beat as well. After picking up Darmanitan, I knew I needed to complete the Firewater Grass Core, so I picked myself up Roserade. Roserade has an outstanding 125 special attack, as well as a decent 105 in special defense and a 90 in speed. It's another hazard setter with Toxic Spikes, and lends itself to reliable recovery with Synthesis and Giga Drain. As we all know, Grass and Poison is one of the best types in League format, and I've used Roserade in the past and it served me well. Next up is what I believe to be the most disappointing Pokemon that I drafted, in Virizion. Virizion doesn't really offer anything that Roserade does. I mean, it outspeeds it with 108 speed, which is good. 90 attack and 91 HP are both very good. I mean, you can run it mixed, you can run it bulky, it gets Giga Drain. It's a ground resistance, which Roserade isn't, but I mean, it's not something that I have a lot of confidence in, and I really don't think I'll bring it to a lot of games. After the disappointment that was Virizion, I decided to go back to old school and pick up myself a fast electric type in Raichu. Raichu, coupled together with its 110 speed, 90 special attack, and 90 attack, is exactly what I'm looking for. Its 90 attack allows me to run things like Fake Out, Quick Attack, and Knockoff, while its 90 in special attack allows me to run the beloved Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, or HP Ice. It's also got a fantastic 80 special defense. Not that it's going to be taking very many hits physically, but especially it could probably take one before dying to the next one. Next up, we have the team captain, Mega Altaria. Mega Altaria has some beautiful stats, with 110 in attack, defense, and special attack, as well as 105 in special defense. Its speed is a little lackluster, but paired together with Suicune's speed control, it's almost unstoppable. It's got a very, very deep move pool, access to things like Pixelate Return, Pixelate Hyper Voice, Fire Blast, Draco Meteor, Outrage, Dragon Claw. You get the idea. It's just an all-round mon, and I feel like it's a perfect choice for the team captain. So after that, it was time to move on to my free picks. My first free pick was Sableye. Sableye's stats really don't show how good of a Pokemon it really is, with access to Prankster, status moves like Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, and Thunder Wave. It gives me reliable recovery, a reliable taunt user, and another knockoff user. The main reason I chose Sableye was because my team was lacking in physical defense, so with Will-O-Wisp and also being a ghost type, Sableye is a hard counter to most physical attackers. For my second free pick, I decided on Umbreon. Umbreon isn't the most popular Pokemon, but it's not popular for a reason. With 95 HP, 110 defense, and 130 special defense, it's easy to see why people don't like coming up against it. While its move pool is very shallow, it's fantastic at what it does have, with things like Wish, Heal Bell, Protect, and Baton Pass, as well as things like Thunder Wave and Toxic to really get people's gears grinding. The reason I chose Umbreon as my second free pick is that I knew I needed a Cleric and Suicune just wasn't going to do the job. For my next free pick, I decided on Staraptor. Staraptor has an amazing 120 attack stat, as well as a great 100 speed. It's also got a very respectable 85 HP stat. The main reason I picked Staraptor was to open teams up, I needed something with Intimidate, and Staraptor filled this role. It also gets access to U-Turn to pair with my Raichu for a fast Volt Turn call. Last but not least is Probopass. Probopass has an amazing 145 in defense, as well as a 150 in special defense. While it is the slowest Pokemon and it does have the most weaknesses out of anything I drafted, I feel like its defenses can hold up. It also has a very reasonable 75 special attack as well as 60 HP. And while that doesn't mean it's going to be living everything, it certainly means I'm going to be able to hold off for at least a few turns to be able to set up. So to sum up, we have Excadrill, Suicune, Darmanitan, Roserade, Virizion, Raichu, Sableye, Umbreon, Staraptor, Probopass, and the team captain, Mega Altaria. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you are supporting your Perth Pillow-Swines. Don't forget to check out the Pokemon Showdown Hoedown official channel. Link will be down in the description below, and I will see you guys later.